I work for a horror site, so this is my kind of stuff. But this is probably one of the more interesting and better executed subgenres of a horror flick I've seen in a while. And I'm always kind of curious as an actor, do you pick roles like this based on the genre? Is it always a character? And for somebody like you, what's the difference between working on something kind of like an intimate period piece like The Cursed as opposed to like a big action sci-fi type of flick?
The filmmaker really makes that difference. The budget will make that difference. And sometimes a bigger budget definitely doesn't make it a better film. And Sean Ellis making this film. The old saying is really true. If you want something done right, do it yourself. Because Sean wrote this, he produced it, he directed it, he filmed it. But, LD Entertainment created all that incubator for that to happen. And we did this in 2 segments. And Sean really had a chance just to make the film another way to explain it, just an old school way where it wasn't so corporate or other types of analogies like that. It was just Sean was able to make his movie, and we're in this small town of Cognac in the south of France where there was nothing else rather to do than make a movie. And that's why I'm there for the experience. And I'm not there to try cognac or to, show pictures of my kids to other actors on set. I mean, I really enjoy that process of nothing else is really important other than being this character in this world right now. It's an experience that you just don't get to have.
Like I said, you've worked with many directors, and you were saying Sean Ellis this is his baby. What was his directing style? Like, as an actor, I know that it kind of always depends on the director, how it works, how you guys work off each other. So my question is, what is his style, and how did you two work together on this specifically?
I basically told Sean how I would prepare for this film. And, I always look at it this way. A director really has a lot to do. So if I can make their job of having basically not to direct me and not give me any notes, then things are going to go a lot smoother. So, and that's all in the preparation. And for this film, that means, being that pretentious actor who doesn't come out of voice, who just goes home and talks to his wife in a British accent and she enjoys it. And just having fun and trying to stay loose and just to make something that people enjoy.
I'm a stickler for accents. A lot of people will do an American accent and they'll be from Chicago, but their vowels will be a lot more rounder, or they'll be from the East Coast and, vice versa. You nailed an old classic British accent. My girlfriend is British. She said the same thing. So as an actor, how did you nail that? Was it a voice coach? How did you practice it? How did you get it so well? And this isn't your first accent. Logan, you did a very thick Southern accent.
Yeah, well, I'm originally from Appalachia, so Eastern Kentucky is where I'm from. It's a particular place, a particular accent. I did about 2 years of voice and speech and drama school where, I was able to play something other than, a guy from Kentucky. So I've got a great voice coach, Gary Grinnell, who's out of Dublin, Ireland. And he's my guy. And so it took about a month to get there. I'd played an Aussie in Skeleton Twins, people like Out of the Furnace or Welcome on the Tombstones or Run All Night, like some Northeastern characters. I love that. I'll look for that in characters of like, where is the voice of this character? Because for me, that's like a musician being in a pocket. This is in the key of E. It's not going to be anything else. So it kind of makes things simpler. And it's a nice way to almost do like mask work. You're behind something a little bit.
This comes out Friday, and it's very cagey in terms of how you guys are marketing it. That's why I'm trying to kind of dance around this. Okay. What do you think people are going to get out of this movie? And I hope it does what it should, because I do think it's the best type of a certain movie we've seen probably since 2002.
Oh, really? That's appreciate the compliment. Well, it's an art house film, and it's a beautiful horror film. You know, I think it's got a sophistication to it. I think genuinely people enjoy the feeling of being scared or laughing or crying. And with a horror film, it bottlenecks that feeling. And when I watch a horror film, I anticipate that. I don't want it to happen, but I love it when it does happen. So I think it's just simple entertainment with the kick-ass story, and is just sort of, you know, so beautiful. It's mesmerizing.
And well, hey, listen, I appreciate the time. I know you got a lot of things to do. This always means a lot to me. So don't work too hard, my friend. I appreciate
Hey,
you.
Lance, I'll see you next time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Judas asked, "What are you willing to give me if I deliver him over to you?" We will all pay for the sins made by our elders.
There's a manor house. They've sent for me regarding their son who's gone missing. It may be connected to what you've been looking for.
Did the girls see what attacked them? What's happening here? The land's been cursed.